Okay, so my last video was a tour of my craft room, and one of the things I mentioned on the video was that my sewing box was too small. So I went to the craft store and I tried to find a good used sewing box, but I couldn't find one. And then today I went back to a different craft store and I kind of went all through the store, and they even have an outside area. I went out there and they did not have one. So I just started relaxing, looking around at things, and then I decided to make one more pass to look for something else I was thinking about, and I found this sewing basket. And it was $4. I've priced these new, and the ones I was looking at were like $30, and they were like half of this size. So this is an expensive one, and actually it's in really good shape, really nice shape. And I've been watching those videos occasionally. I don't watch the whole thing, but where that people get a box every month from some company. Like they have one that's a candy box, and you put in your order, and then you get, you know, 6 different things of different kinds of candy. And one of them's an underwear company, and they send you different kinds of underwear. And one of them's a pet supply company, and they send toys and treats to your animals. And anyway, I don't do those. They're like 30, 40 bucks a month, and not going to do that. But I thought that I like watching the people open the boxes and then see what they got for that month. And so I thought I would open my box on here and you could see what I get. So I just took the tape off the top because it was tape. I have to admit, I did kind of just peek when I was at the store and could see that there was stuff in here, but I didn't examine it very carefully. So I'm going to do that. Now, we'll examine what I got for my $4. First of all, the great sewing basket. Really good shape. Okay, and I can feel there's some string coming out. Okay, so I'll just give you a quick peek. The first thing I'm seeing is some elastic thread. It's not something I use a lot, but it's good for jewelry making, and I suppose you could use it for sewing. I guess you use it for sewing when you gather something that needs to be elastic. Okay, so I have some elastic thread. Okay, next is a big piece of elastic, thick elastic. Another piece of that. These look like buckles that you would use. Not quite sure how. Here's a button and a little tiny thing of thread, a little thing of embroidery thread. Here's a buckle and some needles. Okay, so that's just the tray that goes in the top. I'll set that aside for now. Oh my goodness gracious. Velcro. I use that making quiet books. It's a brand new thing of Velcro. Do you think I got my $4 worth? I got my $4 worth already just with the Velcro. Oh, how cute. So here is a pin cushion. That's cute. Some snaps, which I also use. This looks empty. That's empty. More elastic thread. They must have sewed with this quite a bit, whoever that was. A measuring tape. I can always use an extra measuring tape. Here's several things of thread. That one has a needle in it. Oh, I just dropped something. I guess it was just a tag. No, a button. Button. This is some gold cord. I could have used that. I had to make a king's costume. Could have used that back in whenever. And here's a jeweled. There goes another needle. I don't want to drop needles all over my room. Another piece of elastic. Another thread with a whole bunch of needles stuck in it. And another thing of some kind of trim. Okay, that all came out of one little bag. Here is a doily. Maybe I'm not quite sure what they were going to do with that, but this is candle wick yarn. I never used it before. Don't know what it's for. Oh, how cute. This is an old container of needles. Vintage. And it's got needles in it. Whoops, I'm dropping needles everywhere. Probably going to end up stepping on one. That is really cute. And this must have come out of that. Ooh, I could use this. This is a tracing wheel, and you use it to mark patterns. Here is another thing of elastic. A couple of buttons. Here, oh, these are still in the packages. Here is a sewing gauge that you use to determine the width of your seam that you're sewing. Here is some tracing paper. Another button. Oh, this is a cute little button. There's two of these. And another little ball of yarn. Some more buttons. These are just ordinary buttons. And some pink buttons. Put this back in. And then I noticed there's quite a few needles in the top. These little pillows that they have. So there you go. Do you think I got my $4 worth? Oh wait, I forgot about this one. This is cute, a little wrist pin cushion. You put it on your wrists when you're sewing. Here's some more thread. Oh no, that's not thread. This is thread, but this is pins. And, oh, a nice thing of ribbon. More elastic. More thread. Just some lace and, uh-oh, better find the bottom of it. Lace and ribbon. Ah, another thing of thread. It's getting everywhere. Oh, this must be the one that I could feel earlier. Okay, and they've all these things of thread have needles in. Here is, these are great big pins that have the little top crossbar and some regular pins. There's some buttons. And it looks like some little pearls down in the bottom of this bag. So, I mean, I figure with just the thread alone, I got my $4 worth. Or with just the tools I got that are still in the bag, that gauge and tracing wheel, I got my $4 worth. And I got it in elastic. So, woohoo, score me. Anyway, that was kind of fun to do. And now I'm going to go load all my stuff into this bag after I clean it up a little bit.